All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh.
And that bucket right there, folks, is the first official NBA basket from Freak.
Yeah, and he's playing it cool right now, but let me tell you, I'm sure that basket means the world to him. There's nothing like the first one.
My thought is he's probably just happy to have it out of the way. I mean, no more waiting and wondering when it'll come. Those first points are finally in the rearview mirror.
Shot clock at 6. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Kid Gilchrist.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
And there's the feed to Dragic. He kicks it to Wade. The jump hook. That doesn't go either for Bosh.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
That puts them in the lead. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jefferson dishes to Freak. No good with the triple. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The wide open look here for Bosh. That doesn't go either for Bosh. The Hornets on offense. They've scored 10 straight. And a wide open look for Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And I want to go back to that turnover ranking. Best in the NBA. That's a huge stat to look at when you talk about their ability to execute and the decision making. They don't beat themselves. And that's a big reason why they won as much as they did.
Charlotte leading by 4. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Freak. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school, and he could be on the NBA clock. D. Wade with an excellent pass there.
A different look for Miami. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the